You asked for it!
Remember this monster who played the organ in the subterranean cellars of a Paris opera house? Remember this piteous hunchback, a deaf mute, who served as bell ringer of a famous cathedral? Well, my friends, these memorable characters were portrayed by the supreme artist of pantomime, the man of 1,000 faces. And in a few moments, you will see on your television screen right at home for the first time this famous actor in scenes from an immortal classic, because Kenneth Waterman of Kansas City, Missouri, asked for it. He said, "Dear Baker, my twin brother Earl and I have heard that Lon Chaney was the greatest character actor of them all. Since his pictures were played before our day, we're asking for some scenes from one of his old movies so we could know more about him. Thank you, Kenneth Waterman." Well, Kenneth will do more than that for you and your twin brother. Yes, in this dressing room here is one who knows more about Lon Chaney than anyone else. In this dressing room also is a very famous actor, the same man. He, in his own right, has done some spine-tingling scenes, a star in such things as you'll remember of Mice and Men, and The Wolf Man, and many others. So in order to find out about Lon Chaney, why not talk to his son, Lon Chaney? Good evening, sir. Hi there. Glad to see you, Lon.
Hello, Art. I'm glad to be with you.
It's very gracious of you to answer this request, and I mean it sincerely. There'll be hundreds of thousands of people who'll want to know all the intimate details. Particularly, these are young people who've never seen your father, and they want to know how he achieved that perfection in mimicry and pantomime.
Well, pantomime to my father was just like ABC. You see, actually, Art, my dad learned his ABCs in pantomime. Now, don't get excited. The reason for that is that he was born of deaf-mute parents. And therefore, he learned his A, B, C's. That way. But, of course, like children always are, he had to learn words before he could learn his ABC. So, naturally, his parents taught him signs for words that would be fitting to a situation. Now, for instance, I imagine probably the first word they ever taught him was love, because they had much in their heart. And the sign for love is love.
Over the heart.
Now, probably because it's just the opposite, I will call your attention to the sign of hate. 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 Now, of course, hate always brings fear, so I'll give you the sign of fear. Fear. Fear.
I see.
Now, there is the inception of how my dad became such a great pantomimist. Now, I understand that you're going to show a picture. I brought along a scrapbook here that I think that if we look through the pages, you'll find a photograph that will fit the picture that you're going to do tonight.
I remember that scene.
Sure enough.
Say, hold it. That's the picture that we're going to see right there.
Yeah.
Yes, my friends, we will now see for the first time on television this priceless scene, and many of them, from The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Lon Chaney Sr., because you asked for it.
There's the bell of the cathedral. Now, I think, if you'll watch very closely, that the first sign you will see that I express to you on my hand is fear. There it is. There. See?
Yes, that's it.
Now, I think that shortly it will go into an expression of hate. Not the complete sign of hate, but a good deal of the sign. You see, these various things that I've explained to you are not complete signs, but they are portions of signs from the mute language.
This is the mob trying to break into the cathedral.
That's right.
To get him and the girl.
That's right. I believe the next sign that you will see that is similar to the mute language would be frustration followed by determination. There's frustration, see?
Oh, here he comes. Yes, that great big timber.
He throws that down upon the crowd.
He was a powerful man like you were, too, wasn't he?
Oh, he was a very powerful man.
There he throws it on the crowd.
That's right. Now watch the exultation. Now the crowd's going to use his own weapon again.
The battering ram.
Don't let that fool you. There's a
What does he
steam
do
foul.
now?
Now you know.
There's rage.
You watch. See these cauldrons? They're filled with molten lead.
Oh.
He intends to tip them over and let the molten lead pour upon the crowds below.
Down the gutter. Wow.
There you go.
That was a great scene. Another one. Exultation there.
Again.
Triumph.
Now, here's the scene that you'll see the sign of love. You'll have to watch carefully at first. You'll see it twice in this scene. There it is. Did you see it? Now you'll see despair, adoration, compassion, and gratitude all mixed up into one beautiful scene.
She, of course, can't return his love.
No,
So here you get despair.
it's a love of a different type, though.
Compassion with her.
That's right. Now, gratitude.
And gratitude. You know, I still say that's a great picture there, Lon. It shows that your father just mastered his lessons from a baby, doesn't it?
Well, it is a great picture, Art, but that was of its day. Just realize what a great, wonderful thing we're doing today. We're on television. Just think what a boon that can be to the deaf and dumb people throughout our nation. Do you realize how many there are?
Oh, I don't know.
There are over 3 million.
That's so.
And there's a club in every major city called the Silent Club. And I think that the most wonderful thing that could happen in the whole world would be for some big outfit, company, person, or something like that to donate a television set to each of those clubs. And then they could read lips, and every time that Art Baker's on, they'd be reading what he has to say.
Well, I want to tell you, that would be a thing. I'm glad you brought that up. There's a real project. And, Lon, very sincerely, I'd like to thank you in behalf of many, many thousands of people who have a warm spot in their heart for your father and for yourself. It was nice in you, and best of luck to you indeed.
Thank you.
And to letter writer Kenneth Waterman, we're very, very glad that you asked for it.